What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sanguinario here, and as you guys can hear, I am sick as hell. So I stayed home, a couple clips for you guys, and just been grinding, just trying to rank up and stuff, like trying to get to the next prestige and all. But I'm bringing you. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys, for like the breathing and stuff like that. My nose is really clogged up, but I like to talk to you guys about a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a really long time now. And the thing is, we're going to talk about today is never take things for granted. What I mean by this is, like, there's some people, like, that think, money is always gonna be there. There's certain things that we take for granted. We take our family members for granted, and we take the money for granted, and we take people for granted. So what I mean by this is, alright, usually I see people always complain about how their parents never buy them stuff, and and they complain about stupid things like they don't have like clothes or whatever, and there's other people in the world who actually don't have clothes. There's people in different countries that are basically don't even have water to drink, and I just hear a bunch of people complaining, and money's not always gonna be there, guys. It may bring you happiness. It might not even bring you happiness, because money can't buy happiness. Money can only brighten your day. That's the only thing that it can do. I mean, once it's gone, what's gonna happen next? Are you gonna be happy? No. So, I mean, when I have money, I'm happy. I am. It just brightens my day. But I know that money's not always gonna be there, and people just need to realize that, because there's people, that actually go through struggles, and people just think that just because you have money, you have the perfect life. I mean, it's not like that, guys. It's never gonna be like that. If it were that easy, everyone would be working out there and trying to get best of all. I mean, shit. People take a bunch of things for granted. Some people have the best lives of all because they have money, but they end up complaining because their parents don't buy them this and that. It's really not that serious. I remember I used to have it good, man, my family had it great, and then stuff happened. Now, we're working our way up there, but doesn't mean doesn't mean I'm gonna act like a spoiled little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can't take that, it's like you guys can't take things for granted. There's people out here that are actually struggling to survive. You guys gotta keep that in mind, and so when you guys are bitching the next time about how you don't have money to buy some fucking sweater or whatever, just think about the kids that actually don't have anything. This brings me to my next subject: is never ever disrespect your parents. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a saint myself. I argue with my parents and all, but I've never told my parents, I wish you weren't my dad, or I wish you never existed, or I've never told my parents, I wish I had different parents. I've never told none of my parents like that, because I love my parents a lot. They put me on this earth, and I have to show them what I can be of myself. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work super hard so I can put my mom and my dad in a nice house, where they don't even have to work anymore. I can pay their bills. That's what I want to do. That's my goals. If your goals are just something stupid and ridiculous, you should probably change them. My mom brought me into this world, and I have to help her. I'm gonna help her the best as I can, because she raised me, and I should do the favor back of giving her the finer things in life. But that's when I grow up. But doesn't mean I'm ever gonna disrespect my parents because they don't buy me something. Never will I do that. That's something, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a saint. I'm not. Because, I argue with my parents. I'm not saying, you can't argue with your parents. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, if you tell your mom and, cuss at her all the time and, give her a hard time and stuff, that just shows that you're a fucking loser, honestly. I mean, I feel terrible when I see my mom crying. No, and I hate that. I really do. And I see some people that treat their mom like they're worthless, man. Like, see some kids treat their parents like they're worthless. You know, they brought you out of this. You know, they brought you into this world. They're making sure that you eat. They're making sure that you're healthy and everything that's good for you in your life. But some people take that for granted. You know, don't ever do that, because there's some people in this world who don't have parents and who still struggle until this day. Maybe they live with their grandma. I don't know. Maybe there's kids out here that, you know, live with their parents, their grandparents, because their parents decided to leave. You know, you guys can't take that for granted, because imagine if that were you. Put yourself in their shoes. Because honestly, if you treat your parents like they're worthless, you're a fucking joke. You're beyond a joke. It's really upsetting to see kids treat their parents like that. Next one would have to be never take people for granted. So, you know, as you guys know, as you guys watched my last video, First Love, you guys check that out if you guys haven't already. You would know that I would be talking about a girl that I actually fell in love with, and you know, so one thing that I noticed when I broke up with her is that I took her for granted. Oh, she made me happy and she made me smile a lot, you know, and I treated her really bad. I did. I'm not gonna lie, you know, and if you have some people that change your life dramatically, and you know, if you change your life for the good or the worse, you know, you gotta thank those people. Don't take them for granted, because in a blink of an eye they can disappear. And I learned that. You know, I tried so hard to keep her in my life, but you know, things didn't work out because, you know, this is the person that I am. I'm not that great of a person, you know, and sorry guys. I'm sorry. So, you know, you guys can't take things for granted, and you guys can't take people for granted, because, you know, in a blink of an eye it can all be taken away. You know, I'm not telling you guys this because I see it. No, it's because I lived it before, and I'm letting you guys know from my past experiences. That's what I always bring to you guys. I bring you guys discussions that I've lived before because it feels so terrible, you know. And there's other times where I don't know who to talk to, so I just come on here, make a YouTube video for you guys, and push these discussions out. You know what I'm saying? And there's people, like I said, you guys cannot take people for granted. Don't ever take your parents for granted, because like I said, in a blink of an eye they can be gone. And you know, always cherish your mother, because Mother Day is right up. Mother Day is actually next. And you know, my mom is my second half. You know, she's my best friend, and I love her so much, and I love her dearly for putting me into this world. And you know, I'm hoping to make myself something in the future. That way, like I said, she doesn't have to work, and you know, she doesn't have to struggle, you know. So guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. As you guys know, it does mean a lot. Drop a like down below. Make sure to comment on some things, you know, tell me what I should discuss and stuff like that, and share this with friends, guys. As you know, it does help me a lot. It's been your boy Sanguinario here. Catch you guys later in my next video. I'm out. Peace.